Where to begin? Well, for starters, I should say hello all. I'm Ryan, a new YouTuber. I've made this channel specifically to review what I feel fit to review. Mostly cartoons, but I will occasionally branch into anime in the future. I was inspired to join by mysterious Mr. Enter, a man who taught me I shouldn't be afraid to share my opinion. I will forever thank him for this. Without further ado, shall we begin? Sam and Max Freelance Police aired around October 1997 and ran through about April 1998. I was about 2 years old when the show came on Fox Kids. I didn't see it until 2006, when I was 10 years old. My brother had a lot of recordings of the show. Due to it being a hobby of our grandpa, recording it wasn't very hard, and he had done it in the past. All 24 episodes of the show on various tapes. The show was created by Steve Purcell, whom also was the creator of the original comic book series. Before Sam and Max were game characters or comic book partners, they were in 1980 newsletter strips by Purcell himself. After he graduated in 1982, he became involved with freelance illustration, working briefly for Marvel Comics' Chaosium and on Stephen Moncuis's Fish Police series. When given the offer to make another comic book series to accompany Fish Police in '87, that's when Sam and Max hit the scenes in their first comic. This show didn't hide any of the antics that these two rogue officers participated in. I like it a lot for that reason alone. However, it's not just Sam and Max, it's also introduced a character named Darla Guggenheek, or as they refer to her as the Geek. The teenage scientist living in their sub-basement of solitude. She's basically the support role. She's pretty much the only one of the characters who didn't appear in the comics, and she's one of my favorite in the show. Just the way she acts and talks. Aside from designing gadgets for the two, she is set as a straight man to Sam and Max's shenanigans. I remember when my brother turned on the first episode for me to watch, during one of the many times he was forced to take care of me alone. I just was so confused by the show, but fascinated at the same time. It did get a few laughs out of me, I admit, and I remember we watched 5 episodes for the time being. Discounting commercials, each episode was about 10 to 12 minutes long, but they felt like they went on a lot longer. Though the runtime, sadly, is what shows where the flaws of the show mainly were. It has nice animation, yes, but the problem brought on by the short runtime, and the fact these are so insane characters already, is they speed up and rush through everything, so it feels like you don't have much time to absorb the moment before they're on to the next one. For example, in the 3rd episode, Sam and Max are suddenly falling from the sky in less than 30 seconds. They've landed in a cauldron of boiling water surrounded by a tribal army of guinea pigs. Briefly after that, they've declared Max their ruler and are starting to shower him with praise, after a few painful fart jokes, mind you. Then we go through the losing your mind to the power arc, where Sam has to leave alone without his friend. And not even that long after that, Max has fallen into depression from loneliness. And after that, he's accused of not being the true chosen one, and shortly after they fled, they wind up cornered on a log between the guinea pigs. And then suddenly, babies with milk machine guns from a helicopter piloted by a monkey come and save them. That's a quick summary of episode 3. Of course, the pacing is better in some episodes, worse in the others, but still, it's kind of painful nonetheless. The final episode had double the length and runtime, of course. That being said, it's kind of hard to pin down what audience exactly would have liked this kind of show. Its dialogue is really intelligent, all things considered.
Much like the weasel utilizes its collapsible skull to fit through near impossible spaces, I have called upon a like ability to collapse all my bones and bulky organs in order to dupe these uncultured puppies into thinking they've rolled and pressed me into this unsettling garment. Neat, huh?
And when I heard it when I was 10, I remember it pretty much brainwashing me. It made me ponder for a while trying to figure it out. They have a lot of chaos and randomness as well.
You have nothing to fear but fear itself.
And that big cranky alien cranium heading straight for us.
Looks like we're working through lunch.
I am lactose, the intolerant.
You mix all of that together, you don't have something for kids, but it isn't for adults. The characters, the world, the way it runs with both aspects so relaxed. The show is great in the sense of it's something you can just watch just to see how odd it can get. It kind of switches your mind off after a bit. The games had their fair share of insanity, sure, but it was more contained in terms of the narrative. The cartoon didn't hold itself back remotely, and I will always love it for that. No matter what, I will always get a smile watching any episode of this cartoon. Me and my brother watched all the episodes on multiple occasions. and when he moved out, he left me all the tapes. I'm proud to have them on my shelf. There really isn't much more I can say about Sam and Max Freelance Police. For having only one season, it's the perfect type of oddity for me. Then again, it was a not-so-straightforward show, and like many things in life, it's hard to be straightforward. Have a great day, all, and take care.
Sam is eliminated.
Cheer up, Sam. While you were busy losing our life savings, I've been cornering a gang of time-traveling cradle robbers in the 16th century.
I'm not sure I'm in the mood to deal with crenambulating cougars right now, Max.
No. They rob actual cradles. Binkies, squeaky toys, pacifiers.
Well, that's more like it. Let's go, little buddy.